Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Today we're talking about the Blizzard Shiva 10, the middle ski in the Shiva collection. This comes in at 102 underfoot, kind of blurring the lines between an all-mountain and a freeride ski, but to me it has more freeride vibes. It really leans towards softer snow use, going off-groomed trails, exploring new terrain and technical terrain and stuff like that. And if you're that type of skier, if you're kind of an adventurous skier that likes to kind of push your limits or push the boundaries of what you're doing, chances are you're going to love the Shiva 10. I was just reviewing some feedback from our ski test this season, and out of the four responses that I was looking through, the lowest score for overall impression was 8 out of 10. I think we had a couple 9s and a full 10 out of 10 for overall impression. So at least those 4 women who were 4 very different skiers, which is very interesting, they all loved it. And most women that I talked to absolutely love the ski when they get on it. So Blizzard uses their True Blend wood core to start things off here. True Blend is really cool. This is specifically True Blend Freeride. The differences in all their True Blend cores are, they're very intricate. It would take a long time to really go through all the nitty-gritty details of the different types of wood and the locations, and basically the gist of it is they're controlling the flex pattern and the weight of different skis and even different lengths within a ski. So say this length here compared to the one shorter and the one longer length would actually have different cores, and that's really cool. It only adds to the production costs for a company like Blizzard, but it results in more consistent performance through the whole size range. So really, really cool what Blizzard is doing with wood cores. And then they use some metal in Shivas, which has changed over the years. So this is the newest generation of the Shiva, obviously. And now we have metal kind of strips that run along the edges of the ski on both sides, and they actually extend pretty far into the tips and tails. And then underfoot, we just have an extra layer of fiberglass. So if you were to take this Shiva 10 and compare it to the men's Rustler 10, where this ski uses fiberglass, the Rustler 10 uses metal. Certainly no reason you can't pick and choose between the two. So if you're, it doesn't matter if you're a male or female skier, really, you can decide whether you want Rustler with more metal, a little heavier, or Shiva, go a little lighter, just have that fiberglass underfoot. So pretty cool construction there. The weight is not crazy. It's actually pretty impressive to me how light they can keep this ski while using metal in it. Flex is similar. It's a nice kind of homogeneous flex pattern that's not too stiff and not too soft. We've got a 168 centimeter length here, and we're looking at just over 1,700 grams, which, again, considering the use of that metal, to me is quite impressive and a good accomplishment for Blizzard there. And then looking at shape, like I said, we're 102 underfoot here, so that's getting pretty big for a lot of skiers. There's certainly plenty of skiers in the world who have never skied something that's 102 underfoot because you've never really had the need. But when you start getting into softer snow and ungroomed snow and just more challenging terrain, having that width underfoot is really nice. Gives you a nice amount of float and stability, whether you're in deep, fresh snow or you're in kind of chopped up leftover snow. There is camber underfoot, but to me the big story for shape in these skis is the rockered tips and tails. So a good amount of tip rocker up there, decent amount of tail rocker back here. If anything, these skis are like almost twin tips. They're not twin tips from a freestyle perspective. That's not their intention or their goal, but there's enough rise and splay back there that it kind of gives it twin tip vibes, which I really like, and I think that's a big reason why so many people like them. So yeah, like I said, we had at least four women, I think more than 4, but I was just reviewing the responses from 4 people from this last ski test. We had it in our previous ski test too, and just consistently people seem to really, really like it. Ashley skied it. I would encourage you to check out her feedback. She has a really, really cool background, Freeride World Tour competitor back in the day. She's the free ski or freeride program director over at Smuggler's Notch on the other side of the mountain from here. So tons of experience and very talented skier, and she gave it very, very high scores and just thought it was a great ski that you could take it literally anywhere. And that's really kind of the key or the intention and the purpose of the Shiva 10 is that it truly can handle just about anything. It actually can carve turns impressively well too, which like isn't the primary focus of this ski at all, but chances are even if you're trying to go ski some freeride terrain, at some point in the day you're going to end up on a groomer, and this ski can absolutely light it up. My wife loves it. She's a former Division I ski racer, and most of her life she's been skiing really stiff, heavy, cambered skis. And I got her on a Shiva 10, and she absolutely loves it to the point that she now owns a pair. And we had her ski it again in our ski test, and again, just like glowing response from her. So yeah, you can put a lot of different skiers on it, and it seems to work. You know, Ashley and Megan on paper are very different skiers and come from different backgrounds. Megan more squarely in the race world, Ashley with this robust freeride background, and they both get on this thing and love it. So really cool ski. That's the Shiva 10 from Blizzard. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we'll see you out there on the slopes.